Time has been suspended at Collinwood, while one woman makes an uncertain, frightening journey to the past, back to 1795. And that woman from the present lives in the past she has always loved, and discovers that our tragedies often start before we are born.
It's perfectly all right. Come in.
I didn't wish to disturb you.
Any disturbance is completely welcome now.
Sarah thinks that she may have left her sewing box down here. Actually, I think she doesn't want to do any sewing at all. We'd planned on going into town today, but this weather...
I don't know why you even want to think about it. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Winters. The storm, of course, is an inconvenience to you.
No, that was very stupid of me. You have ships out in it, of course.
Yes, 5 of them, and I haven't even thought about them. The one ship that concerns me is not even ours.
Your fiancée's.
Her ship is already a week overdue. I knew she shouldn't travel now. The Atlantic storms at this time of the year are at their worst. If anything has happened...
Nothing has happened.
What?
I said that nothing has happened. Your fiancé will arrive here safely.
You say that with such assurance, I believe you. Are you psychic?
No.
Well, I've always wanted to meet someone who is. Are you sure you can't tell the future?
No, of course not.
Miss Winters, I don't believe you.
I wouldn't tell the future even if I could. Not to you. Not to anyone, never.
Oh, come, Miss Winters. You were so positive before. Give me a date Josette's boat will dock.
I've told you all that I can.
But,
There you are, Miss Winters. I understood that Sarah's lessons were to keep you occupied here.
I was just on my way up to her room.
And I don't know where you left her, but she's now in my study.
I told her to stay in the nursery.
She will only stay there if you are with her. Now you know. My gout keeps me home. What's your excuse? Why aren't you at the yards?
I don't need an excuse. At my age, I ought to be able to make a few decisions.
At your age, you should make the correct ones.
Well, I was worried about the storm.
Worry is not an occupation that pays a decent living. Order your horse brought round immediately.
Father, I'm not going to the office. I have a feeling that I should be here today.
You think I built those shipyards giving in to my feelings?
Well, you must have once or twice, when you were in love.
Love? Your generation is obsessed with that word. Men were better off when marriages were arranged for them. Love was only a word in ladies' novels.
Excuse me, Father.
You need not answer that door.
Well, it may be word.
How? I heard no carriage, no horses. How will you ever get through life if you put importance to the really unimportant things?
Josette is not unimportant. She's my whole future.
A woman is not a future. Don't begin thinking that. All those servants, where are they?
Mr. Barnabas.
Angelique, what?
You were surprised.
Astonished. We weren't expecting the Countess for at least a week. Oh, where is she and why are you walking?
Oh, your roads, monsieur. Pigsties, the Countess calls them. The carriage is in the mud. Stuck.
Where?
too far for my lady to walk.
Oh, I must go immediately. Oh, come in. You must be wet. Father, this is Angelique, the Countess de Prey's maid. This is my father, Angelique.
Monsieur Collins?
Well, your mistress wrote us that she would be visiting New York until the day before the wedding.
The city does not suit my lady.
Well, I wish we'd known she'd changed her plans. Barnabas, fetch one of the stable boys, or Ben. I will see that the rooms are made ready.
Will you see that Angelique has shown her room, Father?
No, I must return with you.
It isn't necessary.
It may not be to you, sir, but it is to my mistress.
Then very well. Come the back way to the stables.
It is a great privilege to be in your home at last, monsieur.
Excellent sherry. Far too good for this time of day. Little wonder that this house is so inefficiently run.
Everything is in order, I believe.
Is it indeed?
Your breakfast eggs were prepared as you liked them. If your study is not as tidy as you would have it, it's because you're working there.
If I ran my business...
This is not a business. It's a home.
I've just been to the kitchen. Cook is not there. Not a maid in sight.
Then they're working somewhere else.
Where?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Tell me what you want. It would be a pleasure to be of some use to you.
There is no need to use that tone of voice. We have guests.
Josette?
Her aunt and a maid. That's all, I gather. But nothing is ready.
We weren't expecting them. I'll see to everything.
Will you? How? Look at yourself.
I look all right?
You don't sound all right. Perhaps they will be kind and merely think you ill.
I'm all right, Joshua.
You'd better be. They're here.
No, it is impossible.
Countess, I am as sorry as you are.
Because Josette wrote me from Paris. Just before they left, she promised she'd be here last week. I cannot be here before them. Oh, it is a mistake.
Of course it isn't, Countess.
Obviously it is. There's no one here to greet me.
Well, we didn't expect you.
It is not necessary to say that again.
You never let me finish. We're delighted to have you.
Are you? So, this is the house where you expect my Josette to live.
Well, Father's giving it to us as a wedding present. And then he and my mother are going to live in the new house when it's finished.
And take the furnishings with them, I trust. Are there rooms for us here?
Yes, I'll show them to you. Josette will be very happy here.
You think so? Tell me, does it ever stop raining?
Of course it does.
Is it ever warm?
Well, it's not as warm as it is in Martinique.
But the sun does shine occasionally.
Yes, it does.
I taught Josette to love color. There's so little here.
She loves me, as I her.
So, perhaps your love can make up for the barrenness of the world you've chosen.
Oh, here they are. I'd like to present the Countess Dupre. This is my mother.
How do you do?
My father.
I trust your journey was an easy one, madam.
No trip through a wasteland can be easy, sir.
Well, I'm sure your stay in New York was pleasant.
Oh, an impossible city without a decent inn or respectable restaurant. And completely filled with the most unattractive people. All in all, a place which makes one glad to live elsewhere.
I enjoy New York when I go there, madam. Of course, I only go there on business. I do not take trips for pleasure.
That is just as well. In your country, you would get none.
I will show you to your rooms, Countess.
Countess, do you still affect a title, madam?
I was born with it. I am still alive.
But France has followed our example and become a republic.
Precisely why I live in Martinique. Come, Angelique. Oh, I suppose there is someone to bring in our luggage.
There is, madam.
Till later then, mon cher.
I shall be in my study. Let no one disturb me. You shall go to the yards and resume your work. There is much to be done.
As you wish, Father.
So she was born with a title. What's that to be proud of? It's outdated, ridiculously snobbish.
It doesn't hurt to call her Countess, Joshua.
20 years ago, we fought a revolution against those people. People are born equal.
Calling her Countess doesn't make me feel less than she.
Whatever will the people in town think? If this Josette is anything like her aunt?
If she is what? Will you cancel the wedding?
Yes, if necessary.
Joshua, the wedding is Barnabas's business, not yours. Remember that.
It is my business. I'm glad you reminded me. Josette's father is the largest producer of sugarcane in the island.
I don't care about that.
Well, you should. He's arriving with an agreement which gives us the exclusive service with his company.
It's all you care about. Not whether there's love in that house.
Love? What's that got to do with it?
Nothing. Nothing. It's almost time for dinner.
No, I do this for myself. Whenever I want a glimpse into the future, the cards never lie. You do not believe me.
I do not know whether I do or not.
The night before I left Martinique, I puzzled over them. If this card, the card of death, or this very evil card, the Tower, had been next to the card that represents me, I should have postponed my leaving.
It seems that you're too sophisticated for this sort of thing.
It is not that I am sophisticated. It is that you are naive. Now listen and learn. The cards never make a mistake. Now, here is your card. The Magician. Because you have won the love of our Josette.
Thank you. But what does that sign at the top mean?
Oh, that is the sign of infinity.
Do you mean I'm going to live forever?
Would you like that?
Of course. Oh, Miss Winters.
No. No, you wouldn't.
Miss Winters, you haven't met the Countess Dupre. This is Miss Winters, my sister's new governess.
Julia. I beg your pardon.
I'm sorry. You look very much like someone I knew.
Oh, I hate to be told that. It implies that there are so many of me. Now...
Miss Winters will be very interested in your tarot cards. Only this morning I accused her of being clairvoyant.
Oh? And are you?
Of course not.
You sound almost too sure. Now, this is the card of Josette, the High Priestess. Ah, she is safe as long as she is on board ship. Good.
How do you tell?
Because the card of death is not beside her.
But it is here. Now, what is this card next to Josette's?
The wicked woman.
Well, what does that mean?
It means... Oh, the game is over.
But, Countess, why?
Because I've told you all I can.
All you can or all you wish to tell?
There is a wicked woman in this house. That is what the cards tell us. The woman will bring grief. But the cards do not tell us who she is.
The Countess finish reading the cards. It's all nonsense. Josette is coming. Everything will be all right then. If there's a wicked woman in the house, it's the Countess herself.
Who's there? Who is it?
For this moment all day long. You do not remember?
I remember.
I waited in my room. You didn't come. So here I am. Oh, have not your pride. I have no reason for pride. Hold me.
Angelique.
After you left our island, I would wake up at night hearing you say my name. Did you think of me at all?
Yes, I did.
Oh, tell me. Hold me tighter and tell me.
No.
Well, you do not think me pretty anymore?
Yes, of course you are. But, you see, it was a mistake. Oh, I know it was wrong to say it this way, but... Well, it's my fault, I know. It was my weakness to...
Love me.
I love Josette.
But you came to me.
I'm sorry.
For what? For making me love you?
You do not love me.
Oh, you can tell me how I feel.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Today, when you opened the door, I thought you were glad to see me.
I was.
You are honest now?
Yes.
Then you are glad I am in this room.
Josette is coming.
She's not here yet.
But she's going to be.
It's so different here. You're as cold as that wind outside your house.
I am not cold, but I want to be. I have to be.
Why?
Because, Angelique, I didn't know that we were going to be married then. To be honest, I thought I was in love with Josette, but I didn't realize she was in love with me. But now that we've written, well, you and I, well, it's impossible.
Are you sad about it?
Well, what good would it be to admit that? We both have different roles to play now.
And what is mine? The Countess's maid. You knew me as I really am. I am no one's servant but yours.
No.
Yes. I am your servant. You are my master. That is the way it is. That is the way it is to be.
No, Angelique.
You will see.
Dark Shadows is a Dan Curtis production.